The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM Software, or its advertisers.
News Talk is online. News Talk Online is a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users on demand on iTunes and on YouTube and on my blog, GaryBaumgarten.com, where you can post your comments, no retribution, unlike those who might speak out against the regime in Iran. And thanks to our good friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio. We're syndicated to an additional 12 million households. I am your host, Gary Baumgarten. I welcome you to the show. Extended coverage again today of the situation in Iran. I want to remind you that you could go to the blog and log on and join my Twitter feed. That's twitter.com/Gary Baumgarten. We have been working, myself and my staff, very diligently to get information vetted for you, of course, about other newsworthy events as well, but most notably about what's happening in Iran right now. And we've done a great job of, I believe, grabbing information whose veracity rings true to bring it to you because, unfortunately, the traditional news sources are being shut out of Iran even as we speak. They've been told not to cover the street protests because, God forbid, the world should see what's really going on in Iran. I only wish, ladies and gentlemen, that the internet had been invented back in the 1930s, because if it had, perhaps the Holocaust would not have occurred, because the big lie of the Nazis would have been corrected by the good German people and the good people of the rest of the European world that was under siege and occupied by the Nazis. You cannot hide from the world, Mr. Ahmadinejad and the mullahs of Iran, what is happening there, because the good people, the good Persians of Iran, bring to the rest of the world at very strong risk to their own well-being what's happening there. Our own correspondent in Iran is suddenly having difficulty getting internet connection. We do not know whether this is a result of the regime trying to shut him down. He went to a secondary location in order to steal or borrow some internet bandwidth in order to get the word out to us. Hossein, as we call him, we do not identify him further because of the safety concerns, of course, has been doing just a great job reporting from the streets on what's going on in Iran. Cannot do so today. He did write this, however. Situation is still very tense in Tehran today under heavy police watch. Despite banning Mr. Mousavi's supporters to hold rallies, they appeared in the streets as forcefully as yesterday. I will give you candidly the best estimate of my observation when I am available online. I get nervous when we lose contact with Hossein because he is putting his safety in jeopardy by bravely reporting for us here on News Talk Online on Paltalk.com, bravely filing dispatches for us at GaryBaumgarten.com. Today, in his stead, we have posted on the blog a piece from an Iranian-born woman who now lives in the United States but who is vacationing in her homeland. She sent a dispatch with a plea for prayer. Again, we, at her request, withheld her name for her protection. Normally, we don't read to you what's already on the website. You can go there and read it for yourself. But I'm going to redact this and read just a couple of comments that she wrote so you can get a flavor of what it's like right now in Tehran. I am currently in Iran for vacation. What a vacation. I feel obligated to give you a report about what is happening in Iran and ask you to pray for us and pray for justice and freedom. Ahmadinejad has cheated in the election and the whole of Iran is in the streets. Ahmadinejad supporters are mostly poor, but also uneducated and fanatic. You can see and feel that they are less than 10% of our people. People are very angry. They feel cheated, insulted, and humiliated. You can even see very religious people fighting for their rights in the streets, supporting Mousavi. Policemen are beating people whenever they can. They insult people badly, and you can see from their language what kind of people they are. The interesting thing is that many policemen are speaking Arabic. They are not even speaking Farsi. People believe that the government has brought fanatics from Palestine, Lebanon, Iraq, Syria, etc., probably mostly from fanatic groups such as Hezbollah or Hamas, to fight with our own people, as Iranians are mostly not ready to beat Iranians. I've even seen Iranian police defending the people as much as they can, but once the special forces arrive, they will join them so as not to be punished. Some of them told me that they have voted for Mousavi themselves, and if they weren't in police uniforms, they would join us. This is the kind of reporting that the traditional media are being precluded from bringing to our eyes and to our ears. Some are doing a better job than others. The BBC is doing a terrific job, for example. A lot of the expatriated Iranians are very upset with CNN for not carrying this as stridently as probably they could or should. I don't know whether it's because they are fearful about the well-being of their human assets in Iran. That could very well be the reason why. But the brave people of Iran are taking to the streets, and they're taking pictures and videos, and they're using Twitter to get that information out. And other people on the outside, are, because YouTube is being blocked in Iran, are taking those videos and they are republishing them on Twitter. They're taking those still pictures and they're republishing them on Flickr. If you go to my site, GaryBaumgarten.com, and I warn you before you do that the pictures there, the images there are quite disturbing once again today, but you could see fresh video and fresh still pictures that have basically been snuck out of Iran, so you could see what's really happening there. From an Iranian tweeter, candlelight protesters attacked after peaceful demonstration. We saw the video, we showed it to you yesterday. I'm going to describe it. I don't want to show it again. People were very put off by the reality of what's happening in Iran. A man is on the roof of his two-story dwelling, flat roof, watching the demonstrations. The goon squads dressed in black run up the stairs, beat him to submission. By some reports, he is dead. I don't know. He was at least unconscious. And then run away. We saw it here yesterday on News Talk Online on Paltalk.com.